Aden, Duale, let me tell you, don't talk about humiliation and persecution of a deputy president. President Uhuru Kenyatta never paid members of parliament to impeach William Ruto as deputy president. President Uhuru Kenyatta never sent goons and police to beat and tear gas William Ruto as deputy president. He allowed him to serve his term. President Uhuru Kenyatta never stopped William Ruto from moving around the country. He was everywhere. In this mountain, he was here every week. And President Uhuru Kenyatta never stopped him. William Ruto has done the exact opposite. He has not only humiliated and persecuted his deputy, but paid MPs to remove him from office. He has followed him at home and organized goons and police to beat him up every weekend. He has even gone after his children, making sure that they are evicted from their business premises and they don't do business in Kenya. He has even sent his cronies to abuse his wife. So, Aden, Duale, don't go into that direction. The man you are trying to talk for, his record before the people of Kenya is terrible. He has behaved like an animal. Very, very brutal and extremely inhuman in the way he has treated his deputy, in office and out of office. I would like Aden, Duale, please concentrate on this monster called SHA that is not working. Leave Uhuru Kenyatta alone. Tell us. And I asked you, a company that you own receives 600 million shillings every month in Dubai, when payments for SHA have not been made. Today, as we speak, SHA has liabilities up to 98 billion. And as I said, SHA will collapse in the next 5 months. In fact, SHA was in ICU last year. It left ICU. Today is a walking zombie that will collapse in a minute. And SHA, when it collapses, it will have the most huge corporate loss in the history of independent Kenya. Kenya Airways and its losses will look like a Christmas party. Today, as we speak, teachers are in trouble. They were forced to move from Minet to SHA. Now they have put a capping up to 1,200, when consultation fees is 3,000 and 5,000. I want to ask the teachers of Kenya to demand from their leaders in Kupen and Nat, you must leave SHA, because if you don't, our teachers are in trouble. In the previous insurance scheme, the teachers had what is called last expenses. In the unfortunate event that a teacher passes on, we had the last expenses, burial expenses, the coffin, the hearse. In this SHA monster, there is nothing. The teachers are suffering. The teachers of Kenya must quickly tell their union leaders who have been compromised by the government to make an exit plan for them to leave SHA and go back to an insurance scheme that will take care of our teachers. Our teachers are very important. They must be fully insured, and we must make sure that they have proper medical attention if they get sick. Policemen have looked for me. They were covered by APA, a good insurance cover. Today they have been taken to SHA. They are in trouble. When their wives have to go for maternity, the teachers have to dig down in their pocket. The policemen. We want the policemen to leave SHA and go back to APA where they were. So, Aden, Duale, please, you are pretending over a monster that is not working. Yet all the time you have is to abuse and castigate retired President Uhuru Kenyatta. President Uhuru Kenyatta retired as president after serving for 10 years, and he left a stable country to William Ruto. NHIF was working, the education system was working, everything was working. In 4 years, William Ruto has destroyed the country. Please leave Uhuru Kenyatta alone, concentrate on SHA. And I have asked the hospitals, especially the faith-based institutions, to make sure you collect your money from SHA before it collapses. Because if it collapses with your money, the institutions will collapse as well. And it's something that we'd like to avoid. Let me say, I had William Ruto yesterday saying that some of us who ask him questions that we are sick. According to him, anybody who says Kenya is in the wrong direction, according to him, that person is sick. I want to ask you, William Ruto, thank you that all of a sudden you have developed concern for the sick. Please, don't be concerned about 2 or 3, 4 leaders whom you think they are sick. Kenyans are sick and they are struggling. In Kenyatta National Hospital, there are no drugs. There is no food. All the money collected, paid by patients through eCitizen has been stolen by your government. Please, if you are genuine, that you really care about the sick, make sure that Kenyatta National Hospital has enough funds to buy food for the patients and to buy drugs for the sick people. The MCA here has said, because of SHA, all our hospitals here in Murang'a and elsewhere in the country, there are no drugs. Hata GV hakuna, no bandage, nothing, even gloves. If the way you were speaking yesterday, you care for the sick, if you are not playing politics as I think you are, make sure that our hospitals have drugs. Our hospitals have what they require so that our people can get medical care. We save lives and we make sure that families are not in anguish. It is true, you have increased prices of fuel by 40 shillings. You are purporting to reduce by 9 shillings. That cannot give any relief to the people of Kenya. And all this is happening because of conflicts of interest. The so-called G2G program is your program. Those are your companies. So put national interest above personal interest. And we have said after 7 days, we are going to have a meeting with the other leaders and decide the way forward for the people of Kenya. So that if you decide that Kenyans must stay in anguish and poverty, the people of Kenya will come out and tell you no. And they will do so within the law so that you can behave responsibly and stop putting personal interests ahead of the national interest. Senator Nyuto has said 3 young people were killed here in Murang'a during the Gen Z protest. Others were abducted. You said that they will be compensated, and you have put aside 2 billion shillings for that. That was a scam to steal from the people of Kenya. You formed a committee under Professor Makau Mutua, one of your latest sycophants, and you wanted to steal this money. But the court said no, all this money should be paid through the Kenya National Human Rights Commission. They have processed all the victims who are supposed to be paid. But you have not provided for the money because you did not intend to pay them. You wanted to steal this money through the committee of Makau Mutua. In the supplementary budget that was released the other day, there is no provision for the compensation of victims, which means you had no such intention. Please, be an honorable person for once. Release the 2 billion shillings. Let these victims be compensated as you promised, so that they can get some relief. Finally, let me talk about goonism. ACK Church in Udhaya Wetima was a victim of goonism by police. PCA Mweki, we were attacked by police and goons. PCA Kariobangi, we were attacked by goons and police. AIPCA in Gatundu, we were attacked by goons and police. Today, none of those people have ever been arrested. So when Mukomen and Omolo says that they condemn goonism, they cannot. Mukomen and Omolo and William Ruto are the perpetrators of goonism in Kenya.